What nobody tells you about ADHD treatment is that if you relied on high levels of anxiety to get stuff done before, when it gets treated sometimes, you cannot do stuff because your brain has no idea how to do stuff without the adrenaline surge caused by last-minute panic. Does anyone else with ADHD not seem to form habits? The self-help literature always says habits become second nature. You do not have to remind yourself to brush your teeth, right? But brushing my teeth is not automatic. It is a task I have to remember and choose every night. When you go outside at a party and see your fellow neurodivergents overstimulated and ready to leave. ADHD individuals getting really good at their job very quickly. The need to quit within 6 months because it is painfully boring. I love when you ask someone about a thing they know a lot about and they start with, "Okay, so," because you know you are about to get a novel's worth of nerd stuff and it is going to be so delightful. Nothing ruins a person with ADHD's day like a 3 p.m. appointment. "Hey man, sorry, I did not text you back for 4 months. I only look at my phone 23 hours a day. Saw a text and told myself I would reply later, and forgot, and now I have not spoken to my friends or family for 7 months. Hope they are all doing okay." When I am fighting the urge to respond to 2 strangers having a conversation next to me. Thank you for using my preferred name and pronouns. I have already forgotten your dead name. Meditation is easy. Just sit and observe the voice in your head. The voice in my head. ADHDers talking about their brain in the third person as if it is someone else because we genuinely feel we are not in control of it. When you have great pattern recognition because of ADHD, so your friends start thinking you are psychic. My favorite ADHD gift is the confidence that I can do just about anything if I find it interesting enough. Does anybody else with ADHD struggle with over-inspiration? Like you get inspired to do so many things at once. And then, when you realize that you cannot do any of those things at the same time, you lose inspiration. Someone. I love your personality. Me. Bro, thanks. It is a disorder, actually. Gonna give my dog a treat because he is a very good boy. Got so distracted by talking to him that I ate it myself. Neurotypicals. You need to make a phone call. Is that so hard? ADHDers. Well, no. And yes. Something I have been putting off for weeks that would not take longer than 15 minutes to complete. Me. I never actually get over any of my previous interests. They just lie low in my brain like a sleeper agent, waiting for the code word to activate and take over my entire personality for an undetermined amount of time. ADHD is funny because if I complain and moan the entire time, I am doing something, it is easier than if I want to do it. Me. Hey, I like this desk. I wonder how much it is. Website. Call us for pricing. Me. You are dead to me. Is it 5 p.m.? Oh wow, time for breakfast, lunch, dinner? I am starving. How it feels like for ADHD people to listen to someone finish a sentence they already understood within the first few seconds. Getting in the shower. Being in the shower. Getting out of the shower. How much do you overthink? Me. My ADHD. How to have a conversation. Interrupt them. Trip over your words. Zone out. Get really excited about the topic and freak them out. Before I take a shower. I hate it in there. The wet world is a bad place. While in the shower. I remember now that this is a good place. It is the dry world that is the enemy. Little brother also ADHD. Did you know that by graduating college, we are in the top 5% of ADHDers? Little brother. Also, it cuts our life expectancy by 13 years. ADHDers that take on life without medication. Well, first of all, with caffeine and anger, all things are possible, so jot that down. I just read a quote that said that dating someone with ADHD is like microdosing Wikipedia. And I am dead now. You are really good at math, so you try to answer and ask a lot of questions. Your teacher is visibly annoyed when you raise your hand. You will never raise your hand again in her class. Watch from my watch later list. Add videos to my watch later list. Me. Mind readers trying to read people with ADHD be like, "Oh, that bird flew by. I wish I do not trip. Damn, now I just got that joke from 6 years ago. Kind of hungry right now." Neurotypicals on Adderall. I painted my room in 2 hours and did my essay in 1 hour. Me on Adderall. I made breakfast instead of eating peanut butter from the jar. When you are trying to remember what you just remembered 4 seconds ago, you start up a game. You wait 2 minutes for it to load. You get to the menu. You suddenly lose all interest in playing. Me trying to keep up with a neurotypical amount of responsibilities and relationships, getting an early diagnosis and medication, having mild manageable symptoms, support from family, friends, teachers, or employers. Telling everyone ADHD is a superpower. Over-explaining, adding unnecessary details to avoid being misunderstood. ADHDers, autistics. If God wanted me to only have one boyfriend, then why did he give me 3 holes in ADHD? He does not look autistic. My apologies. Luke, would you mind doing an autism for the lady, please? How am I supposed to concentrate when I do not wish to and there are no immediate rewards? Doing what I need to do, doing what I want to do. Me, somehow doing neither. Me forcing myself to enjoy a game after I paid $40 for it. When someone tries to convince you that your ADHD is a superpower, it is so dumb, it is so dumb, it is brilliant. No, it is just dumb. Gaslighting me does not work because I already do not trust my memory, and I do not care what actually happened. The anti-work community liking me for quiet quitting. Me who really wants to work hard but struggles with ADHD. My college's ADHD accommodations? None for homework. Whoa, this is worthless. Young boys with ADHD, psychiatrists, girls with ADHD, adults with ADHD. Do you ever leave a social situation and you are just like, that was not my best work. Choose one. Fly. Read minds. Invisibility. Dopamine. Prep time, 15 minutes. Cook time, 10 minutes. Chill time, 30 minutes. Total time, 55 minutes. So that was a fucking lie. When you start cleaning but get distracted by all the cool stuff you find. Just completed a 3-minute task I put off for 4 months, everyone clap. When I burn out of my hyperfixation and nothing else fills the gap except depression. When my hyperfixation ends and I have to get rid of the specific YouTube, Twitch, and Discords I became a fan of. The neurodivergent experience is talking about your brain as if it is a separate entity from yourself. Make it a habit is the big lie for fixing ADHD problems. Why is your ADHD only affecting you now? Incomplete projects, thousands spent on hobbies I no longer have, abandoned college and university courses, addictions, using piles as organization. Horrific executive dysfunction. When you break one of the unwritten, neurotypical social rules, but do not even realize. ADHD under normal circumstances. ADHD in times of crisis. ADHD people in anyone's home but their own. People with ADHD be like, I know a spot, and then start Googling who the leader of Uruguay was in 1978. Really wish I could change my coping strategies to stress cleaning and exercise, but unfortunately God gifted me with binge eating and executive dysfunction. Me the minute my ADHD meds wear off. Me after noticing a slight change in someone's energy towards me. ADHD is, I need a shower, but I need to exercise so I won't take a shower yet. But I need to shower to feel motivated enough to exercise. But I need to exercise to get energy to shower. But I can't shower yet if I'm about to exercise. Just picking a thing to do is so hard. My ADHD brain during the day. My ADHD brain at night. Oh no, I simply do not have time for a 30-minute workout today, I said to myself as I proceeded to spend the next 2 hours watching videos of turtles eating strawberries. When I randomly remember one of my shirts I haven't seen in a while. Me cleaning up my girlfriend's household. Me trying to clean up my own household. Buy it. Research other options until you fall asleep. Achieve a goal, daydream it, me with ADHD. When your ADHD brain runs out of dopamine halfway through the latest hyperfocus project, them. Doing it that way won't work. ADHDers after it works. Everyone talking about forgetting to eat. Me who keeps on eating since it's the only source of comfort in my life. How the duck that lil voice in my head know all of the lyrics when I don't. Are you ever telling a story and halfway through you're like, Jesus, will I ever shut up? When you're listening to someone speak and you can feel yourself zoning out. Schools be like, drugs are bad. Then prescribe a 6-year-old Adderall for not wanting to sit in the same spot for 8 hours. Sometimes I'm late, just because I stay like this for a long time. Me waking up after getting 2 hours of sleep. Me waking up after getting 12 hours of sleep. Knowing everything about one subject. ADHDers. Knowing just enough about almost everything to be able to have conversations using patterns and logic.